Welcome back to the 90s Mags podcast, your podcast for all things Newcastle United. Yeah? Skip the
Good
intro and all that, mate.
evening. Good
Forget all that.
evening.
Yeah? How's it go? Tell me, mommy, ma, I won't be home for tea. We're going to
Ma,
Wembley. Tell
you
me,
must
mommy,
come
ma.
see
Jeez.
Wembley. You know me, ma.
Listen,
Boy,
don't forget,
boy.
like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Listen, we're here. We're here after the second leg of the League Cup semi-final against Arsenal, going into a 2-0 lead on aggregate. It finished Newcastle 2, Arsenal 0, 4-0 on aggregate. Yeah, 4-0 on aggregate.
Clean sheet, bruv.
Clean sheet. No goal at St. James's Park for over 2 years. What are you telling me? Yeah, what are you telling me? Yeah, we're
Lego
going
head,
to
shut
Wembley.
up.
Innit? Hold that, Arteta. Hold that. Yeah, but listen.
Lego head, where are you?
Man, shut up.
Yeah. Listen, it's all smiles today. We're back at Wembley, second time in 3 years.
Crazy,
Great display by the boys. You know, can't be more proud. It's a night of celebration, man. Night of celebration. How you feeling?
2 feet in the final, man. 2 feet in the final. What a game! Like, that was a game where you cannot take your eye off it for a second. That first 20 minutes was intense. It was just like Isak's goal disallowed, and I was just like, but what a goal though.
Yeah.
What? No, seriously. I need to see it again.
And this is also a disallowed goal as well.
Is it disallowed? I have to admit, right? We need to make a comp of all of Isak's disallowed goals this season. That's crazy. A comp in itself.
Crazy. Since he's been it, like it's just nuts. But Jefferson, how you feeling, man? How you feeling?
Yeah, ecstatic, man. It's good to be in a final, and well, let alone what, 2 in 3 years. I don't think we've been used to something like this since, the late 90s. When we were making it a regular thing. Yeah, I'm part of me's like, it almost feels like too good to be true. You're almost like pinching yourself. Everything we planned out came off, and it was a heroic effort, man. Like, to a man, concentration.
100%.
Kept their shape. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, really proud of the boys. Big up
Scans. We got Scans locked in. He said, "I knew you, man, would make it through." You did say.
He
You
did
you said that we may have been saving ourselves for the final as well, for the second leg at the weekend. So maybe you're right. But yeah, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. We have to talk about the lineup, right? Because obviously Joe Linton was a huge doubt, and was likely was going to miss the game. But we were all speculating that Miley or Willock would come in, but Eddie Howe had other ideas. I got the team news a bit early, and it showed that we were playing a back three or a back five, wherever you want to put it. And that's exactly what he did. He played all three centre backs. Botman came back in. He didn't drop Shearer or Burn, and then he had the wing backs. I think the surprise was Trippier came back in. In for Tino.
Surprised me. That was not on the bookies, on the cards of like guess the lineup.
Big up Kante locked in as well. Big up Kante.
Big up.
But yeah, listen, a lot of apprehension when people saw that formation, that lineup. They thought, hold on a minute, what's going on? But it wasn't a 3-5-2. It was more of like a 3-5-1 at one point. Like, it was a bit mad. But yeah, man, Arsenal unchanged after the demolition of Man City. They came in there confident. But
get hype, man.
Listen, I have to give credit.
Wait, maybe he's been doing a line as well.
But no, I have to give the crowd credit as well, because we said that the crowd would need to be the 12th man, and that's exactly what they were from the very beginning. Big up War Flags, big up the fans. They made it a hostile atmosphere for Arsenal. That was loud as hell.
Loud, man. That was loud.
Yeah, man. But
big up Sam Fender as well, playing the sax and that.
Yeah. Made it an occasion, man. But yeah, what were your thoughts about the lineup, AC, when you saw it?
It surprised me. It totally surprised me. We usually have those conversations about who's going to get swapped in, because I did say last time that Botman should start, and I said that Sharp would get pulled out. So I was surprised when I was just like, hold on, they're all playing. And I was just like, what's he going to do then? He's just like doing three at the back, and then having your wing backs like further up in midfield and such. And I thought that might suit Hall quite well. But then I was surprised by Trippier. I was completely surprised. But man, I just want to highlight Trippier for a moment, right?
Boss, absolute boss.
We missing in this team. This guy was like driving the ship of shiphousery. He was captain. He led it. He led that front line of like not having a bar of it since the whistle was blown.
He was
like, I don't know what they did. I don't know if they fed him like Lucozade all the way to the tilt, man, and just like get on there.
Stronger than that.
I don't know if they like had him in a cage, locked up, and then they let him out the cage. And my man was just like, "Who wants it? Who wants it?" Because Trippier was on it, man. And I feel like it's people like that in that team that really helped us push it over the line, because he just got into the Arsenal head from early. And I think that was part of our game plan as well. And we'll get into it, right? Because at the end of it, some of those Arsenal players, like Mr. Basmati Rice, right? Started like losing his head, man. Losing his head.
Cool, man. You got showed how to run a midfield again. Yeah, again. By 2 man instead of 3, bro. Listen. We'll get into it. But Jefferson, what are your thoughts on the lineup when you saw it?
Boy, I did wonder how we would change things about with Joe Linton not being there. I think I was also of the view that Botman should have come in. It was just whether he could have played back-to-back games, because I felt that Cher been awful in recent games, and that Botman should have been the one to come in the Fulham game and potentially play this game. But fair play to Eddie. I think defensively he's got the shape right. I don't know if it's a cop-out like, I love them all, so I don't want to drop them all, or if it's like, right, let's just keep this compact and make us hard to beat. But yeah, you look at that and it's a solid wall. But we've been asking for a change of formation many times, and you can see that the team is pliable. You can adjust the team to different settings and different opposition. And what I liked about this is he clearly has seen, apart from the most recent game, that Arsenal do struggle to play it through the lines and break teams down. That's why they've had to be heavily reliant on set pieces this season. So he's like, all right, let me set you, let me set us up and see if you can break us down. And they couldn't really do that. They didn't really craft any real gilt edge opportunities. So that's down to the setup and the shape. And what I like about this is, you can adapt it. At times it became like a 4-4-2 almost at times as well, when you have one of the fullbacks pulling into the midfield, then one of the wingers sort of supporting Isak. So I'm just happy to see that there is some kind of fluidity with this team, and hopefully it's a blueprint for the future.
And yeah, you're right, because if you look at the two legs now, he's played about 5 different formations, which is quite good to see. And also now he's got a positive record against Arteta now. So that's his 5th win against Arteta. Arteta's got 4 against him. 4 draws, 5 wins, and 4 losses for Eddie Howe. So he's got his number, mate.
Win this season as well.
3rd win this season, yeah. And how many goals have they scored?
None.
Boy.
And wasn't it 170? Was it 100 or 160 corners or something we faced? What was it?
Yeah,
that's some crazy stat, man. That was crazy.
And they only conceded mad.
But
what vexes me, that corner we conceded, it was Fulham.
Oh God, we ain't got.
That's what vexes me. I'm like, I'm still not over that corner, but
we'll get past that. But listen, let's big up Big Sam as well, locked in from the DMD Footy Factory. He said you brought them up. See you at Wembley, mate. Okay. See you at Wembley. But
hey, got a bit of the Miles Morales going on. Big up.
Yeah. But yeah, let's get into the game though. Because like I said, what I liked is that Bruno won the toss. Yeah, Bruno won the toss. Yeah. I don't know if you saw the Adopted Geordie podcast when they're showing him how to win the toss. They did it. Said they tried to show him a little trick. But listen, it worked. It worked. But yeah, obviously the first talking point was the first goal that was disallowed. Fine margins, man. Isak didn't draw the lines at the time. They coincidentally drew the lines about 10 minutes after, to show that it was offside. But so close. But like you said, if they did a compilation of all these disallowed goals, it'd be a madness. But that would have been the perfect start. But I did say, I don't know if it was in my prediction video or one I'd recorded before that I didn't send to you, but I said if we can hold them for the first 20 minutes, we'll be fine. If we get a goal within the first 20 minutes, it's over. And minute 19, what happened? Yeah. Now,
just
in
made
minute
it.
19, Arsenal hit the post. Yeah. Odegaard licked the post. Yeah. Should have done better, in my opinion. But it's on his weaker foot. Hit the outside of the post. And from the resulting goal kick, we score. Right? Now, Saliba's now been made a meme on social media. They're trolling him, yeah, because of this goal. Right? Now, I like the fact that, listen, Isak won it, beat him to the ball from the long ball. But the first time pass from Gordon and that control from Isak was filthy. Absolutely filthy.
He was running at speed as well.
Running at speed, and then the curling shot off the post, yeah. Obviously, it's falling into Murphy's pass, and again, Murphy has tackled these first time controlled finishes with his right foot. I have to start giving him credit, bro. It's no accident. It's no accident. Yeah, I've said it before. When he's got no time to think,
it's instinct.
He's dangerous. Yeah, but great finish off the post as well. St. James's Park went bananas, absolutely bananas. Yeah, 1-0 up. What were you guys thinking when the goal went in? What's your thoughts on the goal itself, anyway, Jefferson?
Well, admittedly, I've missed sort of that first. I think it was like the first 15 minutes. Because I was on a late shift at work tonight, and I thought, all right, let me just get a nice little hot chocolate or whatever to sit on the train. Yeah, I won't say how I accessed the game, but I was able to access the game on my phone. And literally within 90 seconds of me putting it on, I was like, oh, let me see how we're getting on, man. And it was a goal. I was like, what? And I sort of pretty much screamed in the shop. They were looking at me like, you all right? People looking at me weird in the coffee shop, but no, absolutely delighted because once a goal's gone in, it's 3-0. So you've got that momentum, and then you're on your way. Because really and truly, I'm not saying it's like 80-20. The game is done at 3-0 because Arsenal would have to score 3 goals to take it to extra time alone. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it set us on the way, and really good finish from Murphy. Like you say, I think far too often when he doesn't have too much time to think, there's a little bit of quality there. And I'm happy for him because he does work hard. He does work hard for the team. And we've seen in numerous games he's been laying it on a plate for Isak. So why not let it be time for him to grab some glory as well in such a big game as well.
AC, thoughts on it?
Obviously, I was still kind of like not over the disallowed Isak goal. Even though it went in, I was just still like, because they didn't show the lines on the screen or nothing. Even when they showed it later on the screen, I was just like, nah, that Isak goal should have stood, because the way he licked that in,
yeah,
goal of the tournament, guys. Sorry, let's go back to Murphy's credit of his goal, right? Yeah, that touch from Gordon was delightful. And it's quite interesting that it almost was a little bit of tactic of like, we know Arsenal going to push up, so we're hitting them on the break. And almost instructed to be like, you saw it numerous of times where as soon as they get the ball, it's almost just like look for that next man to break forward and pass the ball forward automatically. So it created these breaks where obviously constantly Isak was just giving the defense trouble time and time and time again. But the way that he controlled it, like we said earlier, like he was running at speed to control it and to hit it like that. It was just, it's unlucky he didn't go in.
Weaker foot as well. Weaker foot,
man. This guy's any foot, man. There's no weak foot. So like then Murphy comes in at the right place at the right time. Murphy's having a season of his life. This is Murphy's best season ever at this club.
What's that? 4 goals, 8 assists?
Was
it 9 assists? I can't remember.
I think I've got some stat. Yeah, something like that. But also
Rafa signing.
But also now I think he has a combined golden assist of like 13 in total, which is like crazy. Right. He's stacking up, man. He's stacking up. That's all in comps. But
Rafinha.
Yeah, man. Yeah, great goal, man. It definitely just like it kept the flame lit, put it that way, because we could see how the game was kind of going. It was that kind of game where you couldn't miss a second of it.
Yeah.
It was high energy. It was going back and forth. And the Odegaard chance, though, it's definitely one of the things where I knew he wasn't going to be on form, but I was scared that he could have that off chance, that just that one chance, and he could make it. And I do feel like Odegaard being on form would have scored that, So
I see a couple tweets say Trippier's antics tonight were straight from the school of Simeone.
I
Yeah,
think
man.
the spirit of
Yeah,
it,
man.
Simeone bloody inhabited him, man.
And
I'm telling you, mate, that was wild.
Yeah, I see. Scancer said Saliba is poor in the air. Strikers always pull onto him. And funny that I just seen a tweet saying, all I'm saying is I've never seen Van Dijk play like Saliba tonight. Like, he's been getting it. He's been like, listen, Isak puts the fear in these centre backs. He puts the fear of God in these centre backs. So Saliba had a poor night, but he weren't the only one from Arsenal. But I'm trying to think of in the
name
first
them,
half.
name them.
Well, Declan Rice, yeah, Trossard was awful.
Name and shame.
Martinelli was awful, yeah. Like, listen,
they had to come off early, man. Martinelli had to come off early. Couldn't handle it.
Yeah. I mean, the rest of them were like kind of absent. To be fair, just pure passing with no substance. But in terms of the first half, I don't really remember too many more gilt-edged chances that they had. We were trying to hit them on the break with the pace of Gordon. I think he was troubling every time he got the ball. Like, they couldn't live with him. They couldn't live with him. So, we had a couple breaks and that. Put one. I think he curled one just wide in the first half as well. But yeah, all I was thinking is, listen, hold them to halftime, and we're almost there. Yeah, and that's exactly what we did. I mean, they relying. I'll say they were relying on set pieces, but we handled them very well anyway. They had an umpteen amount of corners, but we handled them very well. And then obviously the second half starts now, and before the goal, we have the opportunity where I think Saliba again farting around with the ball in the air, and Reyes out of the goal. So Gordon, he tried to take it first time or just one touch and bang, and he curls it wide, which is a bit unlucky. But I thought, okay, good start. And then the second goal happens. Yeah, Arsenal farting around with the ball again. Yeah, David Raya. I think he's tried to play it central to who was it? Was it? I can't remember who it was.
It was Rice.
Was it Rice?
It was Rice. And who was there? Who was the man that was there?
Your boy.
Yes, Fabian Schär. Thank you. Fabian Schär.
Listen, great interception. I think that's about the fourth goal we scored like that, when we just intercepted it from a quick pass from the keeper this season, and we started it in. But good finish from Gordon to start in the bottom corner, and from that game, set, and match. But like Scant said, copy of the goal scored against City that Arsenal scored, to be fair, midweek. At the weekend. But once that goal went in, you knew it was just game, set, and match. Like, again, St. James's Park just went absolutely mad. And listen, Gordon, big game player again. That's his second goal against Arsenal. He's a third goal contribution. Or was it the fourth goal? What was the first? Yeah. Because he got the assist for Isak for the 1-0 at St. James's. Like, and he scored against Arsenal last season. Man, he loves playing against Arsenal. This guy loves playing against Arsenal. So, listen, 2-0. Thoughts on the goal, Jefferson?
Yeah, it's a good finish, because it's quite funny. I was almost like, not berating, but I was like, oh man, how did he miss that last chance? Because actually, I get why he tried to curl it, but maybe with a bit of zip, that it might have been more on target. And I was like, man, this guy. And then a really cultured finish, really, with the goal. So again, I was really happy for him. And that happened really quickly after as well. So that'll do wonders for his confidence. And he is picking up his form. He seems to be growing his hair at the moment. Yeah. So I don't know if that's helping. Because that mullet thing he had going on before.
That's a straight up 80s cut, man.
Yeah.
Some like old school, like Ted Danson, like Cheers haircut, like straight up mullet, man.
80s thing.
Some like squirrel tail at the back and all that. Anyway.
Some Shaggy from Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, Shaggy.
But yeah, like when you compare Gordon's kind of poise and confidence compared to the start of the season, where we were like, man, maybe we should have taken that 75 from Liverpool. It's been a full 360, and what he is able to show, because we've seen it with Isak already. Gordon, we know, had the 10 plus last season, could he follow that up? What we're starting to see with Gordon, and not start to see, kind of be more assured in, is that he is a big game player. So as long as he's in form like this, he will always be one of the first names on the team sheet. And not just for now, for the future. He's definitely a player for the future as well, because age is on his side. So yeah, good to see him tuck that one away.
AC?
Yeah, I think you guys said a lot about it already, but credit to Fabian Schär though. And just to say, like 5 minutes before that, or a few minutes before that, I saw that number 5. I could see the number 5 on his back of his shirt. I was like, why is he so up at the top, right? So I don't know if it was just my man just like, I'm doing my, because he has this Fabian Schär moment. We know he does. He's just like, you man, just stay there. I'm pushing up, and he would do that. But what a good tactic it was, because Raya tried to pass it to Rice. Rice can't turn on a sixpence, man. Rice can't do that. So immediately the ball gets taken off him. Like, I mean, like taking candy from a baby, just like, and that was it, man. That was it. That was it.
Make that noise again. What was that? Talking the hardest.
He got bullied. Let's face it. I just want to say, hands down, Arsenal, you got bullied. You got bullied.
They couldn't handle the physicality.
There's no covering it up. You got bullied, right? And I'm fed up of Sky Sports still trying to like, Arsenal was this school. We thought they would like. It's like, shut up, man. Shut up. Shut up. I'm fed up of it. And you know what? I'm so happy about it. So Neville, Sky Sports, all you biased pundits out there, get back in your box. Newcastle in the final. 2 feet. Comfortable. 2 feet.
You got to call up TalkSport, man.
TalkSport or that, man. Let's talk about.
They ain't ready for me. They ain't ready for me, man. They ain't ready for me. But Arsenal got bullied. Anyway, I'm gonna beat my mic. Continue.
Let's talk about some of these performances, yeah, because I think everyone to a man was outstanding. But let's start with the captain, because I've been a bit critical of him of late, but to me, that was an outstanding captain's performance from Bruno today. Yeah, he led from the front. He was everywhere. Defensively,
so good, man.
Offensively,
so good.
Winning the fouls, getting the tackles in. They couldn't live with him. He could not live with him. Yeah, they're trying to.
He was playing out from the back as well. He was getting out of trouble so many times.
Yeah.
How many times did he get out from the back and like pass it to Hall, pass it back, get it out? How many times did he do that today? And
then drive with the ball and then draw the foul or spray it out wide. He was everywhere. He was fantastic today. So true captain's performance. I thought he deserves a lot of credit. I liked Trippier's performance. I thought Trippier was really good as well. But the whole back line was very, very solid, especially those centre backs. Yeah, we've been critical of Schär and Burn of late. Obviously, Botman got hooked at halftime against Bournemouth, but the three of them together, like, they bullied Havertz, bro. They bullied Havertz. They didn't get stiff. And what impressed me was the defending of the set pieces as well, because Arsenal, we know how dangerous they are, but they never really troubled us with any set pieces today. Again, and good organisation. In fact, at certain times that I think I saw Burn in the first half, like up here, man, and I start driving forward. Like, listen, outstanding, absolutely. And I think you could see Botman got a bit tired, maybe cramped towards the end, whatever. But he was putting his body absolutely everywhere,
Soldier, man, soldier.
And yeah, man, very impressive, man, very impressed with the back line. Any other honourable shouts you want to give?
I want to give a shout out to Tonali as well. I think the energy from him, but also there was a moment where he just shoved Odegaard on his back and sent man flying off the skyline.
Yeah.
Shoved him on the back. It was just like, take it, man. Yeah. I was just like, man, I love it when this team is physical like that. It's just like they put their weight in it. But yeah, Tonali was just great, man. He was just having the time of his life in the midfield, man. I don't know. Every player, man, I can go around the whole team, to be honest. Honestly, every single player put a shift in.
They rose to the occasion, man.
Lewis Hall played really well, I think. And there's many times he got us out of trouble as well. Once again, calmly taken out from the back. How many times did we see that today? It was really applauded. But yeah, it just goes back to the fact that it's the way we start with the formation now, because the formation has to be started out. Because this would have been very different. I think it was 4-3-3, right? It would have been very different, I think. But
and if Joe Linton played as well, I think it's
Joe
good.
Linton played,
It's
and
good
that's the
that Joe
thing.
Linton didn't play.
You make a good point.
I think it is a blessing that he didn't play. Bless his heart in it. We love Joe Linton and such, but I think it's one of those games where
it would have been scraps on the pitch.
We look like a team today that we didn't actually miss his presence in a game that was very physical. Put it that way.
Yeah. And before we go any further, Jeff, any other players you want to mention?
No, I mean Tonali was the one for me. I think he had good energy, and I think the poise on the break that the midfield did particularly, because we didn't have the ball much. I think we had 31% possession.
31%, yeah.
Only 203 passes. So it was key on the break that we had players that could utilize the ball well. And yeah, the midfield, you mentioned that particularly Tonali and Bruno did that exceptionally well. But just one more note. I mean, we've been saying it for probably from the start of the season. Really, I'm not saying maybe we could have done it today, but against a team that we're definitely superior against, we've shown we could, in theory, you could invert it and play 3-5-2. We could play 3-5-2. Those three at the back could be solid, and then the fullbacks can push higher up and then get more support up top. We could do that. So I think hopefully we've learned a lot from today's performances. It shows that the attitude, endeavor, temperament, and all that is great ingredients, but we've been set up right. We've been set up right for the game. So it looks very much like the coaches have prepared for the opponents, whereas on Saturday, I don't think we did. So it just shows the potential we have. If all the ingredients are there, if we get things right, we can take it to anyone.
So that's what I was gonna go. You talked about being set up right. So like, how much credit are we giving Eddie Howe today, boys?
Yeah. I've given him credit from minute one. Yeah,
he's shown his tactical flexibility. He's set up correctly. He got the starting 11 right. And I'm looking at the stats. I think they only had one more shot than us, but we had the same amount of shots on target, which and to be honest, I think ours were more threatening, if I'm honest. But I mean, we like I said, credit where it's due. That we obviously we have been critical of him, some more than others, but we have been critical of him. But again, when he gets it right, we give him the praise. And let's see what he does from here, because we've got a tricky period coming up now. Let's hope this performance gives us confidence moving forward, and shows that we don't always have to play this 4-3-3. Yeah, and maybe it's he was forced to do it with Joe Linton missing, but it can be done now, and you can rotate. Yeah, you can rotate. He's brought in Trippier. He played the back three. There
was no Tino today.
No Tino.
No Tino.
And a certain Callum Wilson is alive. He's alive. Yeah, he's alive.
Boy.
So now he's got options. Just need Harvey Barnes back in.
You never know.
You see what you saying about Wilson?
I saw Wilson sprinting. I was like gasping for breath. I was like, my man's sprinting. I was like, oh, he's back. He back. I was like, okay. No, obviously I've been critical of Wilson, man, because I was just like, I just can't see him come back into this team. But
let's hope he stays
I have to
fit.
Admit, though, it was a good little bit of relief of like, we have another striker on the pitch that can score goals, right? That felt good. It did give me some confidence in there. Yeah. And you're right. It's like suddenly, if Barnes comes back, it's like, bench don't look. It's not perfect still, but there's at least some options. So it's like, because we know that Wilson suits certain games because he can just play poacher and he can just hold up the ball and he likes that kind of play. So there's definitely been games in the past where we have missed his style of play. So I do look forward to seeing more of him, more cameos actually for this season. So if he can stay fit, capital FIT, fit. Yes.
I feel sorry for Asula, man, because now Wilson's back. If he proves his fitness, he slots in as number 2.
True,
so Asula was barely getting any minutes. Why didn't we just send the boy out on loan?
Yeah, but I hope Asula starts against Birmingham. Don't even bring Isak to Birmingham. Asula and then Wilson on the bench. Yeah, and that should be fine, because at least that Asula will get his majority of the minutes, and Wilson can get a, I don't know, 15-20 minute run out.
Wilson might enjoy Birmingham actually. Might enjoy that kind of game.
So the only thing I would say, it's not like I wouldn't even call it criticism. It's still a little bit of a frustration that these boys have absolutely busted a gasket to get us over the line. And as soon as that fourth goal goes in, you just have to make the subs. You have to.
Yeah,
and I don't know why he didn't shut the game down. And minutes in the tank. I wonder what obviously Bunce is thinking. He must be thinking blooming hell. But for me, Osula should be getting on, and Miley should definitely be getting on before Longstaff. And we've got to think about the boys' development, because when he was in the team, you could see he was flourishing. And I know he's coming back from what was a long-term injury, but he's back fit now. He needs more minutes, and this is a great time to get him on.
But I think he's got in mind that most of these players are not going to be playing on Saturday. Yeah. So they're going to get a 10-day break, to recover. The likes of Miley, Longstaff, Osula, Tino, or even Trippier again.
Weekend.
They'll play the weekend. You know what I mean? So I think that's the thinking. But we'll see. But I expected a bit more subs earlier on to Missile as well. But like Double D said, they want a rematch with the different ball. And it's funny. I don't know if you heard the Newcastle fan. They were singing, "It must be the ball. It must be the ball. Mikel Arteta. It must be the ball." I'm like,
that's hilarious.
I need to see his post-match conference. Cause I know he's going to be salty. Yeah, I know he's going to be salty.
The best, man. They're the best fans, honestly.
Yeah,
but, the best songs.
Yeah. But listen, it's we've got the second leg of the semi-final, the other semi-final tomorrow. Spurs are 1-0 up on aggregate against Liverpool. It's at Anfield. Does anybody give Spurs a hope? Van de Ven's out, Dragoson's out, Madison's out, Romero's out,
Solanke's
out.
Possibly.
Anyone?
Because they got Richarlison back now. And I think he scored, didn't he? Not last game, the game before. And then they've also got Matisse Tell, who I don't know how they pulled off that signing, because when I have seen him play for Bayern, he's looked a good player. So they still have some options. And if Bergval's coming in, we've seen how good a player Bergval is, despite being a young player. Brennan Johnson is still a threat as well. Did he score in the first leg, Johnson?
Was it Johnson? I think was it Johnson that scored?
Or was it Solanke?
No. It wasn't it Bergwijn or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. Because he should have been sent off or something like that, and he ended up scoring the goal or something.
So they've got enough players, and I think they have. Obviously, they haven't fully turned it around, but the bleeding has stopped for them. So you never know, man. Liverpool may take liberties with them, and
I will say this though, that this is the opportunity for Spurs to save their season though. Like this is they got. You thought we had pressure on our semis. They got some stupid amount of pressure. Like
they do.
I've already told you already that if my guy gets knocked out of this Carabao Cup, he's sacked, man. I reckon he's sacked.
I don't think
because
they've still got Europa. And they've avoided the little playoff thing. And
I forgot about Europa actually.
Like Eddie Howe last season, he can say, look at the injuries that I've had. Judge me on a full team. You know what I mean? So because their injuries is horrendous.
Yeah, I do feel for them that way, because you're right. A year ago we was in the same situation with injuries, and it's not nice. Like you did mention a lot of key first 11 players, so it's difficult for them. I don't think I can predict who will win that game. I've got to see Liverpool's lineup first, really. It's just like, how is Slot going to treat this game, really? Is he going to put the kids out?
He'll put his strongest team out, because then they've got Waste team in the FA Cup at the weekend. So he can afford to go strong in this one and rest them at the weekend.
Put the kids at the weekends, right? Maybe.
Yeah. But like Double D just come and said, if we can't win it, I'd love you guys to. We've got 2 of the last 3, so I could handle it. And that's fair play. I will say though, if we play through the final, but we ain't winning it, it's going to be very, very difficult. But interesting.
I don't know, man. I kind of, in a weird way, and Double D might like this, but I kind of welcome Liverpool for the final, really. And that sounds like a mad thing as a Newcastle fan to say,
because expectations are not on us.
Spurs will be pressure.
Spurs would be pressure. I feel like Liverpool, and I feel like, you know, when we do play Liverpool, we bring our A game, and you know, we can look at our last game of the season with them. It was like explosive, man. Isak scored a banger in that game as well. So like, I feel like our players will rally up for it. So I welcome Liverpool for the final. To be honest, I don't think we should be scared of it, if you know what I mean. So I think naturally, as Newcastle
Play
fans,
this formation and we win.
Huh?
right.
Play 4-3-3 and we do the whole tit for tat. I score, you score. We're losing, but
No, we ain't doing that. But
we play this boring football here. That solid brick wall. We're winning the game.
You think we're gonna? Boy, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like,
they're not breaking that down, bruv. Look at that back five. Look at that back five. Where's the space for Salah to run?
Yeah, but let's be honest. Yeah,
there's no space.
Liverpool can score from open play. Arsenal can't, bruv. Yeah, Arsenal are boring. Liverpool ain't the most entertaining, but Liverpool have Salah. Yeah, they have Salah. They've got Gakpo. They will find a way, bruv. They will find a way. But
maybe a Trent long ranger, but
it's not impossible. But the only reason why I would want to praise Liverpool really is because, listen, if we lose, credit to the Liverpool fans, whatever. But my brother, you see my brother. If you think I'm a troll, yeah, you ain't seen my brother, bruv. Nah, he will not let me live it down. But the same way, if we beat them. Do you know who I want to see for score the winner? Joe Linton. Yeah, because he trolled Joe Linton hard. Yeah, called him the Gruffalo. Yeah, listen, it will be a different story. But it's going to be interesting. Listen, at the moment we don't care. We're in the final. Bring on whoever in it. But we'll see. Can Eddie Howe break the 70-year duck? Yeah, of silverware. But hey, listen, Scats. I hate Thug Joe. Listen, leave him alone.
He's a fug, though. Yeah? He's a fug.
He's just a bully. He's just a bully. That's all. He's not a fug, man. He's not a fug. Yeah. If he is, he's our fug, isn't it? But it is what it is.
I still love what was it last season, man? When Bruno, he sort of done a combo of pushing and knocking Jorginho in the back of the end.
Yeah.
Get up, man. Get up.
He was walking a bit of a tightrope today after that booking, but yeah, man.
I was worried a little bit for about 5 minutes. I was like, oh no. It's that classic thing where like you're into the final and then like Bruno's missing, you get sent off or something. I was just like, can't do that to us.
But wouldn't he have missed the Birmingham game and the league games before that? Because remember, he got sent off in the semi-final last time, and we thought he'd gonna miss the final when he came back for the final.
Actually, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. But still.
And it's not until, is it mid-March or something?
Yeah.
Crazy. So it's going to be a nice sunny day probably as well.
Hopefully.
That's the next thing. Tickets, boys. What's going on?
If we don't hit tickets, we just got to get down there.
Oh, regardless, I'm going to be down there. Regardless.
Be down there for the atmosphere.
Tickets, man.
But we need tickets. Yeah.
I need tickets, man. I need tickets.
Hit us up, guys. Anyone that's got links, hit us up.
Boy, if Liverpool don't make the final, I might have a little link.
Thing is, the Geordies, man, they would just, the whole Newcastle would travel down, man. They don't ramp, man. They just travel in packs. They're like, yeah, man, we're going, my brothers are going, my sisters are going, my cousin are going, my uncle, my aunt, my nephew, they're all going. Even the dog will go, yeah.
Listen,
so like
the 17th, it was scattered. It's the 16th of March, yeah. On the 7th, I'm booking the 17th of March off just in case, yeah, because I will be up in Newcastle on the 17th of March, yeah. If we win that cup, because that place is going to be bananas, absolutely bonkers.
You're gonna go up there on the Monday?
Yep, I don't care.
I'll be there as well. Actually, I'm with you. If we win the cup,
Wembley on the Sunday, up there on the Monday.
If we win the cup, bro, it's gonna be like 5 days party in Newcastle.
Parade, isn't it? Parade.
Crazy.
It'll be crazy.
The parade will be end of the season because we still got to try to qualify for Champions League, but it's still going to be crazy on the Monday, bro. It's going to be mad. But yeah, Scanton about Joe said, you love him if he's on your team, you hate him if he's on the opposite. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Yeah, he's one of those. But Double D, you man made Basmati Busquets upset. Nasty work. Listen, he got rattled. Rice was rattled.
Head loss.
He got showed how to run a midfield again. Yeah, Tonali was showing him this is how you run a midfield.
Shit though, Declan Rice. I'm sorry, he's so shit.
You don't know what I think about him.
Geordie Dread.
Big up specs. Yeah. We're going to Wembley, my friend. We're going to Wembley. Yeah.
Geordie Dread, I'm gonna check out. I'm gonna check out your review tomorrow. Still, I need to see your review.
We won't be home for tea. We're going to Wembley. Tell me, ma. Oi.
Listen, what you say, Spence? You're gonna try and get down there? You're gonna try and get down there?
Scant saying that Paddy Day is like the 17th as well.
Hey.
Yo, that's like take 3 days off work kind of scenario.
Listen, and I've got a couple Arsenal man in my workplace tomorrow to go and see. You know, in fact, I need to. Wow. Where's my brother-in-law and my nephew? I need to start following them as well, bro. Yeah, yeah.
My brother and my boss are Arsenal fans.
Yeah. You know what? You know, Nash, you called up the other day on our thing. He tried to say he thought they were going to win 5-0. He thought Arsenal were going to win 5-0. I said, bro, you're smoking.
What, tonight?
Yeah. I said, what are you smoking, bro? He said, if there's no controversy with the ref, whatever, we'll get the. Bro, are you nuts? You must think we're Man City, bro. Nah.
This is my point, though. This is my point that I did say in the last video that I can't take that Man City game seriously. They score goals and stuff and that, but I told you, Arsenal ain't really scoring goals like that. Do you know what I mean? It was an anomaly kind of game. And I did say that City kind of rolled over in the end. And it's not a real picture of Arsenal scoring goals. Because I told you already, right? Havertz, bruv, he can't score
a goal.
He's awful. You can see him trying to get penalties and all that today. I was just like, get out of here, man. They're not getting nothing. But seriously, though, they have no strike output at all. And I can see why there's this whole narrative about they want Isak. I can see you're begging it, but you're not going to get it. But anyway, like, they are desperate for a striker. And I did kind of feel sorry for them because when I see people like Sterling come off the bench, I'm like, oh my gosh.
And just holding a yellow card. That's it. That's all he did.
You're in this team. I forgot you're in the squad. He came on, come on with his dry Kenro. I was like, bruv, I ain't seen you for a minute. You've been on a bit of a milk carton. He came on and I was just like,
I think he looked lively though. Wanyeri, he looked a bit lively.
Yeah, he did.
And Lewis Skelly, to be fair, he's starting to live up to the hype, isn't he?
He's a good player. He's a good player.
Lewis Hall over Lewis Skelly, mate. Yeah. He's got a way to go. It's all right. Yeah, he's all right, but he's not levels just yet. But Scat said, I told Specs too many Arsenal fans thought your midfield was like City's. Listen, the disrespect. I heard Martin Telly said we're coming up to St. James to score 3 or 4. No, bro, come on, man. You of all people, we can't hit a barn door. Nah, man, disrespectful. But yeah, man, we played it well, man. We played it well.
Stay humble, yeah.
In fact, that's what Gordon said, isn't it? Yeah. Gordon said the same thing. We've got to remain humble now. We're in the final. We're going to remain humble. Listen, yeah,
he did say that in the last game as well. In the first leg, he was like, "Now we're humble."
Yeah,
we're humble.
Yeah.
You know, on Chris's pod the other night, he had the soundbite of the dog. I would love that right now. Just like that's Isak's dog barking.
Yeah.
The meme, the Isak meme.
Yeah.
They're gonna update that. They're gonna put like 3 Arsenal badges on it or something.
Just put Arteta's head on it, bro. But where do
please you got to do that one with the flute and you got all the Lego figures on the pitch.
I need to find that.
Every time we beat someone, I think it's when Isak scores, they'll show the flute with like they did the Man United one that had the rats. It had the rats on the pitch.
Wait a minute. So
there's a Lego one as well.
What next for Arsenal though? What next for Arsenal and Arteta? Because that's a trophy now that he's not going to win. He's not getting the league. He's not getting the Champions League. So it's literally FA Cup now. Yeah. How much pressure is on him now to get some sort of silverware for the rest of the season? Because a semi-final, the way they've whimpered out on a whimper, it ain't good. It's not good.
Pressure, man.
Yeah.
Pressure cooker, man.
They're out the FA Cup, isn't it? Man United knocked them out of the FA Cup. So it's literally, well, they better get that Champions League.
Pressure cooker.
And that's a dream in itself. It's all about that league, and I think with Liverpool having their game in hand, they're going to be 9 points clear.
Yo, I want to highlight.
Arsenal have chucked a lead like that away themselves, so it is possible, but it's unlikely.
Yeah, this man to get Marco Silva in.
You'd love that Kante, wouldn't you? You'd be rid of him.
Yeah, he's under pressure, man. He's under pressure. You know what? I'm before I go to bed, I'm gonna start watching some of these Arsenal fan TV and them kind of things. And what's his name?
Pressure.
The one who Troops. I'm gonna watch Troops' little thing. I know he did a little. He's gonna be losing his head. He's gonna be losing his head. Yeah, I want to see all of it. See what they're saying. Yeah, because they'll turn Arsenal fan after the first leg. So, no, I think we'll still do it. The pressure's on them. Get an early goal at St. James's Park. Let's see what they're made of. Yeah, all right. Let's see what you're saying now, bro. Let's see what you're saying now.
The problem is people don't watch us week in, week out. And I know we talk about standards, but we give the team credit because we watch them week in, week out. But I feel like a lot of people will criticize our team having not watched us enough. They think they know us, but they don't know us. And that's how you get the kind of more generalist comments, you know. They get shamed up like tonight. So
that's it. Question for Scanta, who's still there. Are you confident of beating Spurs? Are you going to see us in the cup final? And if you do, are you confident of beating us? Like, do you think you'll get the job done? Like, Double D, Big Sam have already had their say. It's going to be interesting, man. It's going to be interesting.
You know what? When it comes to that game, we know that the game will be won and lost in midfield, and I think we know that on our day, our midfield has it over them. The next variable will be who takes their chances, and we know more than likely if Salah or Gakpo gets a chance, it's going in. Whereas with us, as lethal as Isak is, Gordon, they do tend to miss chances, and I think it will be definitely down to those two variables for sure. But it's a big old pitch, you know, so it's a lot of space for Gordon and Isak to run in.
A lot of space. They've got the experience of
playing it over the top. Bruno playing it over the top.
The experience of the final before we missed out on against Man United. Gordon's hungry because he didn't actually get to play that final. You know, Isak was on the bench. You know what I mean? So
exactly, and that's another point. We've been here before. We've been to a final not too long ago, and also we got Mr. Calm in the team this time. We got Tonali in the team. Winner, yeah. So I don't want to get too hyped. Obviously, I'm hyped now, isn't it? But there's a lot of evidence in here to be like, there's no reason why we can't do it, if you know what I mean. There's no reason why we can't. But don't get me wrong. If it's Liverpool, it will be a tough game. I'm not going to say it's going to be easy, but there's a lot of positives on our sides. I think Tottenham fans and Liverpool fans looking at this is like, yeah, we don't really want to face Isak, really. Do you know what I mean? And face it, like, Isak's already played against Van Dijk this season, and look what happened in that game. So confidence is there, guys. I'm telling you, confidence is there. And I think our team are going to smell blood for it now. I feel like I can't see us turning up and playing like party like we did against Man United in that final. We're not going to do it. I think we're going to be with our tails up proper. So
we're going to believe. And what will be interesting to see if because let's be honest, the last time we was there, the fans really treated it like we're just happy to be here. It's a day out. They took over Trafalgar, you know, all of that fanfare. It's like they're all gassed out by the final. You know what I mean? It's just like
happy to be at Wembley.
We need to start acting like a team that's all right. We get to finals now, innit?
Part of our culture.
Yeah. That's it. So
this is what we're used to. We step in finals. You know
it's going to be difficult because they already booked their thing to Wembley, their hotel from the first leg. So it's just like they're already gassed. So it's you just got to be professional about it. Get the job done. Because I remember driving up going on the train, and I was reading the little bios from the players' families and that whatever, and it was really emotional in that. But I was thinking, all right. It's the first final we've been for a long time. Fair enough that the fanfare, but this time it just has to be more measured. Just more,
get the job done in it.
Yeah. Take the emotion out of it as much as possible.
Don't let the occasion get to you.
Play the game.
That's the number one thing. Play the game as it is. Don't get absolutely. So
that's a good question. Oh god.
Oh, I was just gonna say, just think we've been alive for 4 decades, and we've never seen these boys win a goddamn trophy.
Stop it, man. Stop it.
Think this could be the end of it. Like in our lifetime, seeing them win, I think tears will come from my eyes.
I was gonna say I should have teared, bro.
Remember cry, man. Remember cry. Remember cry.
Don't catch me on TV, bro.
I'm saying, boys, if you go to Wembley, pack your Kleenex, yeah? Pack it.
But yes, he said, how would you guys set up in the final? Jefferson, now you alluded to it. Does it depend on who we play, Jefferson? If we play Liverpool,
Yeah, I think the thing is I think there's something in Eddie. To be fair, I admire it in Eddie that he will go for it. I think he will go for it, but I think he will adjust the playing style as opposed to the formation. So he'll still go 4-3-3, but I think he'll tell them don't get gassed out. So do it in bursts, in intervals. So if it's Liverpool, I can see us taking it to them. But I think, as we mentioned earlier, there's something in there about if we're against Spurs, I can see us being slightly cautious because we'll go into it as favourites. Yeah.
Hit them on the break.
That pressure.
And just high line. Just right. We'll be a bit more patient, I think. But I think then Liverpool we'll just have to go at it quite quickly.
I don't know. I think we'd be a bit more reserved against Liverpool because even the style you said about Andrew's high line, try to hit them on the break and that. But Spurs are dangerous on the break as well. So is it going to cancel out each other? Like everyone's just going to sit back and try to hit each other on the break. You know what I mean?
You go. No, you go. I go.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, that last game again, I was pleasantly shocked with. This is what I mean. Like we pick up nice little bits when we do different things, and you're like, come on, carry that into the next game, and we just drop it. When he started doing the whole put 4 players on one side, then switch the ball over because he sucked them in, I thought that was genius against Spurs, where they gave Murphy extra space. So imagine being able to exploit that tactic again on a bigger pitch. It'd be big problems for them. Whereas I think with Liverpool, I can see it being tight in the midfield, man. Really tight in the midfield, like bosh.
Liverpool's midfield is a problem. They got good
midfield on form now. McAllister's world class for me, boys.
He hasn't been great of late, though. He is good. Don't get me wrong, he's very, very good. But
he is good, man. He is good. I rate him, man. He's a good player.
Scan said if you played Spurs, you'd blitz them up 2-0 early and then sit in. Listen.
Interesting.
I'd love that because Spurs wouldn't break us down. Yeah, if we got the 2 goals out, Spurs would not break us down. But listen, it's a long way to go. We don't know who we're going to face. We don't know who we're going to face yet. You know,
it's so far away, though. What's the date again for the final?
16th of March.
Whipping how, man?
I've decided I want Liverpool, man. I want Liverpool.
See, you with me, Jefferson. You with me? Yes.
Listen, if we lose to Spurs, that 3-1 loss against Nottingham Forest last year will be nothing. I will be smashing my phone through my window. I will be so fuming. It is unreal. Because to lose to that team, nah. Losing to Liverpool, I say fair play. We're losing to the best team in the country, innit? Like, it is what it is. But we'll give it a bloody good go. But you lose to Spurs, nah. I will still be fuming like 2-3 months after. I'll be coming on the pod and you're gonna be seeing me fuming still. So
I welcome Liverpool, man. I welcome Liverpool. I think it'll be proper game. And also
we're just before we play away to West Ham before that game.
And also with the Liverpool game, I'm a man of detail, and I just know that for the Liverpool game, we're gonna play in our home jersey. They're playing their home jersey. It's a classic final, man. Whereas Spurs, I don't know, someone's got to wear their third kit or away kit. I don't like that. So bring on Liverpool, man. Bring on Liverpool.
Man, I wish it was like the classic FA Cup. You know, like where you used to sing the songs and all that. Like,
oh, we made it.
Yeah, I'd love that, man. They should bring all that stuff back.
No, because our songs were crap, bruv. Yeah, our songs were crap. Proper countrified songs, bruv. You got Arsenal doing that bad boy tune, whatever. Oh, we were dead, bruv. We were dead. But that means our game against Crystal Palace will be postponed, renewed. So for you FPL people, we'll have a double game week probably towards the end of the season. But yeah, and then if it's Liverpool, their game against Villa will be postponed. If it's Spurs, their game against Fulham will be postponed. So Arsenal Chelsea will be on the same day as the final. Okay. But yeah, man, it's gonna be interesting. Yeah. But anything else you want to add before we wrap up?
We're going to get our suits measured.
Oh gosh.
Sorry, Geordies. That was a terrible
I'm gonna
accent.
say, bro, they're gonna be
Please
Oh,
forgive
in
me,
the
man.
Castles,
I'm just a bit excited, man. Allow me.
Wait, what's your prediction for tomorrow's semi-final then?
Oh,
3-1 Liverpool.
Yeah, I say that 3-1 Liverpool.
I think Ange will put everything into it. I can definitely see Tottenham scoring. Yeah, I don't know, man, but
I think Tottenham score first.
I do too. I got that feeling that they will score first, and it will be like, 2-0 on aggregate. You know what I mean? But it's Anfield, man. I could just see Salah. He scored some ridiculous goal the other day, and I was just like, this guy is on different heat, man. So I don't know. Spurs fans.
Sorry, I know we've got a comment. Congrats, lads, from FBOA. I don't know if that's FBJ. FBJ, let me know if that's you, because he's another Liverpool fan. And funny enough, he gave me. I'll tell the story quickly. He gave me tickets to the last final, basically. Yeah,
right.
In Club Wembley, right? And me and Curtis went. Right, so we've gone there now. And you've got all these restaurants in there, whatever, bars, whatever. And he was telling me some of the bars, the restaurants to go to, whatever. So we've gone there now, gone to the front desk, and they're like, oh, are you on the list? So I said, oh yeah, I think so, whatever. I gave them my name, whatever. Yeah, it's FBJ, right? So gave them my name now. I was like, oh yeah, sorry, you're not on the list. It's reservation only kind of thing, whatever. So he's like, oh, did you get in? He phoned me. FBJ phoned me. Goes, oh, did you get in? I said, nah, like we're not on a list. Yeah, he said, what? He said, give me 2 minutes. Yeah. So then he phoned back in 2 minutes. He's like, go back in there and give them my name. Yeah. No lie. I've got in there, given him his name. When I say they rolled out the raw treatment for me, bro, me and Curtis, bro, they couldn't be more sorry. Like, come this way, sir. This, that, the third. Curtis looking at me like, what does your brethren do? Like, they're treating me like he's some prince, bro. I'm thinking, I don't know what he does, bro. I'm not complaining, bro. The service was immaculate, bro, before and after the game. I was like, yeah, I can get used to this. But I know if Liverpool get there tomorrow, I ain't getting them tickets, bro. I'm not getting them tickets. You know what I mean? But big up FBJ anyway. Big up FBJ.
Oh, we got a new Arsenal fan just joined the chat. Nate.
Humbled Arsenal fan here to collect my L. Well done, Newcastle. Hope you guys go on to winning now. Big up, man. Appreciate it. Yeah?
I appreciate that as well, man.
It's not often you get the humble Arsenal
fan. Gratitude, isn't it? Sending gratitude. It's fair game, isn't it? Football's a fair game. That's what I always say. Football's a fair game.
Just while you're there, then, Nate.
A friend of mine, Nate, put out what's your channel, bro? Share your channel, man. He started up a fitness channel as well.
Big up, Nate, man.
Yeah, put the link in the chat.
Nate, what's your thought on Arteta and for the rest of the season? Now they're at the League Cup and the FA Cup. Let us know, man. I see Double D's coming. The FPJ is the king of Zamunda. I'll tell you, he's a prince, bro. I'll tell you, he's a prince. He's a prince somewhere. Yeah, man's a G. FPJ. He's a G. Man. He's a G.
Listen, hopefully, brother, if you got 3 or 4 tickets this year, that'll be magnificent. Yeah,
buy at the stand. Buy at the stand.
Please.
But yeah, listen, it's going to be interesting, man. At least you can sit back and watch the game tomorrow in a relaxed manner.
I know. It's good to go first, isn't it?
Nice.
Yeah,
it's good to go first. Yeah.
Nice to have a final to look forward to, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. But yeah, listen, for those who've been locked in the chat, share with your people, man. Tell them about 90s Mags. Don't forget to like the video and that, the pod and that. It's going to be available on the audio as well, the Apple Podcast and Spotify. Scouts has come with a final score that 3-0 Liverpool. Players are pissed after the first leg, the way Spurs celebrated and goal they scored. Yeah, I didn't even watch the game, but I heard all about it. Like, there was controversy about a foul at the other end, and Bergwijn should have been sent off or something like that, and then he's gone up the other end.
Yeah,
they scored when the players off the pitch and all this stuff like that. So, but yeah. I mean, I would not be celebrating a 1-0 against Liverpool when I have to go to Anfield. I would not be celebrating because you could be lamb to the slaughter, mate. Yeah, the way Liverpool move at Anfield, it's not a joke. And on an evening game, In fact, I'm going up there in a couple of weeks to see Liverpool Newcastle. I don't know what possessed me to go out there, because this could be a slapping. It could be a slapping, but I've never been to Anfield, so let me see what it's saying and see what the hype is all about. This whole you never walk alone and that. But yeah,
what you can guarantee there'll be goals. What you can guarantee,
yeah,
goals. So.
It's true. But yeah, I think we'll leave it there. Thank you all for joining the chat. Yeah, listen, the Toon Army back at Wembley again. Humbled Arteta and his merry men. We keep marching on.
That's the title. Humbled and his merry men, boy.
But yeah, big up, man. Big up. Until next time, we're out. Peace.
Salute, people. In a bit.